انقلاب ما در ایران زندگی خیلی خوبی داشتیم، بیزینس خوبی داشتیم، همه رو میشناختیم، آشنا بودیم به ایران، در اونجا زایده شده بودیم. انقلاب که شد همه چیز ما رو به هم ریخت، هرچی داشتیم از ما گرفتن، ما اومدیم آمریکا.
مثلا همینی که
انقلاب شد من از همه چی دیگه ناامید شدم، اومدم آمریکا، چون از اول جوونیم از 12 سالگی در ایران کار میکردم، فعالیت میکردم. دیگه وقتی که انقلاب شد همه چیز رو از دست دادم، دیگه ناامید شدم. همه چیز مدرن و امروزیه، ولی ما اونجا عادت نداشتیم. اونجا ما همونطوری که بچه بودیم بزرگ شدیم، به اونجا عادت داشتیم. سال دیگه اصلا ممکنه یهودیت از بین بره، برای اینکه الان که الانه دخترای ما پسرای ما با خارج از مذهب یهود ازدواج میکنن که این خیلی خطرناکه برای بقای یهودیت. ولی خدا رو شکر ما الان استقلال اسرائیل داریم و میتونیم از خودمون دفاع بکنیم، ولی 100 سال آینده دیگه معلوم نیست که چی بشه، من نمیدونم.
چی معنی داره؟
به نظرم خروج از مصر، به نظرم خروج از مصر، پسوور.
چرا؟ به چی یاد میده؟
برای اینکه حضرت موسی بن عمران بزرگترین پیغمبر دنیاست و اون یهودیانی که در مصر بودن و اذیت می شدن 40 سال در مصر بودن، بندگی کردن و نجات داد. این به ما یاد داده که ما باید تابع دین خودمون باشیم، یهودیت رو نگه داریم، همیشه افتخار کنیم به این که ما یهودی هستیم. همچین موشه به نبرا می داشتیم که ما رو نجات داد از دست فرعون، از ظلم هایی که فرعون به مردم های اون وقت میکرد. ما باید ممنون اون باشیم و فعالیت بکنیم که همیشه استقلال اون رو نگه داریم، دیگه زیر دست نریم. داریم به نوه هامون بگید برن مراکز یهودیت رو بشناسن، اسرائیل رو بشناسن، اوامر حضرت موسی رو اجرا بکنن، 10 فرمان رو اجرا بکنن که برای آیندهشون به نظر من راه خیلی خوبیه. برای همین کار هر شب شبات همه خانواده های یهودی و من جمله فامیل خانواده من، همه نواهام وقتی شب شبات میان اینجا حموسی میگن، نوارخ میگن، شب شبات روشن میکنن، براخای یاین میگن و مراسم یهودیت رو اجرا میکنن که همیشه انشالله انجام بدن و همیشه مواظب باشن که در یهودیت باقی بمونن، یهودیت رو از بین نبره. اگر جویش همون جویش باشه من موافقم، ولی اگر بخواد که یه قانونایی باشه که مثلا گیا رو با هم ازدواج بدن، من مخالفم و خواهیم بود. منتها در ایران چون ما در اقلیت بودیم و با مسلمونا کار میکردیم، مجبور بودیم وقتی که با اونا هستیم طبق دستور اونا رفتار بکنیم، ولی وقتی که تو خونه خودمون بودیم با فامیل خودمون بودیم هیچ وقت ما غیر کاشر نمیخوردیم.
پس همیشه نبود؟
نه همیشه بوده، منتها وقتی که ما مجبور بودیم با اونا مثلا بیزینس میکردیم، بریم رستوران، هرچی اونا میخوردن ما میخوردیم، ولی بعدن تو خونه خودمون دیگه اون عملا رو انجام نمیدادیم، یهودی بودیم و اجرا میکردیم دیر یهودو.
I think because of all the assimilation, you can't maintain a lot of the values if you're living in such like a modern society. Like I just know like just throughout history, like a lot of values just have become like so obsolete that even like not only in Judaism, like in other religions as well, And yeah, but I do think it's important for Jews to maintain their identity within the world or like society, but I think they need to be able to adapt as well. But I don't think adapting really entails losing one's identity. And yeah. And that was question 2. I really like the holiday of Rosh Hashanah because I think it teaches an important value that there always will be a time to like have a clean slate. And I guess that's also Yom Kippur as well. So I guess Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. So like the idea of a clean slate and like being able to start everything with, you don't have to plug it in. Being able to like start a new year fresh and not even have to worry about like anything you did because really you probably repented or whatever. And it instills like a value of the idea that God is like forgiving and that you are capable of being something that you want to be. It's sometimes hard for me to feel close to God. Like I consider myself religious. I don't consider myself spiritual because I've never had that moment of like enlightenment. Like I oftentimes find myself sitting in temple, like just questioning why am I here because I don't find any. It's not adding anything to me, nor is it taking away. But like it's not adding anything, so I don't understand the purpose of it. So I definitely don't feel like close to God in temple. But I often find myself like really just amazed by nature and stuff. And I don't know if it's necessarily God, but like the idea of something holy and something like greater than us being able to make such interesting things. I wouldn't say this was like the time I feel the most disconnected to God, but like what I was saying previously in the earlier question. Like sometimes when I'm sitting in temple, I think it's more of the idea of like the temple I go to because it's so like they're like the rabbi's really racist and stuff. Like he says really mean things and I like it makes me question like is this the person that I'm supposed to be like is supposed to be my mediator between me and God because I don't like that. And it makes me feel really disconnected like when he tells everyone to vote for Romney because he's white or like he has I guess. So I do oftentimes feel disconnected in the temple I go to, but that just might be a physical thing that I don't like about the temple. Well, I definitely see myself marrying a Jew in the future. And I do think it'll be difficult, especially living in like such an American modern society, to be able to keep a lot of things like kosher and obviously not Shabbat. We may keep Shabbat right now, but like just like going to temple every week, which I still don't do now, but like high holidays and stuff.
Depending on what part of the country you live in.
Yeah, it also depends on like what part of the country I live in. Like if I continue living in LA, then it'll be easy to do that because there's so many kosher restaurants. But if I move to like the San Francisco has some Jews, like
Montana.
St. Louis, like it might be a little difficult.
How do you plan on passing them down?
But I plan on passing that. And definitely, if I'm living in LA, I would definitely put my children in some type of like either Jewish day school or like some like Jewish religious school or like after school. And yeah.
Another question.
Yeah, Judaism has been part of my life just because I've been attending a Jewish private school since I was like in preschool. So, I mean, I've always had people telling me like about Judaism and stuff and teaching me.
What life event has changed your outlook on the world? Having kids and starting school for them changed a lot of stuff for me. I get to feel how it is to be parents and feel how my parents felt toward me. Okay. Where do you imagine Jewish people to be in 100 years? Wow, I imagine them, I'm hoping that there will still be a lot of Jewish people in the world, but I'm imagining there will be a lot of intermarriages, which are not right in my opinion, and hoping that it's not going to happen. There will be Jewish people that practice Judaism less. Which holiday or Jewish tradition has the most meaning for you? Which instills the greatest values? I love Passover. It's very meaningful.
You're literally calling all of what was just answers.
Oh, sorry.
No, you can say
It's very meaningful for me because God gave us liberty.
Okay. When do you feel the closest to God? How do you feel closer?
I feel closest to God usually when I'm happy and when I'm in need of something. For example, if someone is sick and I'm praying for his health. And that's how I feel closer to God, especially when I read my Tehillim every day.
When do you feel the most disconnected from God and the Jewish narrative?
I never felt disconnected from God. I think God is always with you.
How do you think you may pass down these traditions and values?
I'm hoping that I will pass down my tradition and values to my kids and other generations
how?
by following the Jewish laws. Not all of them. I know that I cannot follow all of them, but at least the ones that I can. Keeping kosher, celebrating Shabbat, celebrating the holidays.
Okay. Do you believe in the idea of incorporating modern values into your Jewish ones? If so, how?
That's a hard question. Yeah, I do believe incorporating modern values. But there is a but. If it doesn't hurt us, I don't mind. Doesn't hurt the Jewish laws, Judaism, and how would I do it? I don't know yet.
Okay. Where do you come from?
Where do I come from? I come from my. I come from where everyone comes from.
No. I didn't come from the same place as you.
I came from my mom.
Oh, stop.
My mom's tummy. Where do I come from? I come from a Jewish family that is not too conservative and not too reform, something in the middle that I'm very comfortable with.
Has Judaism always been a part of your life? To what extent?
Yes, Judaism has been part of my life, but I feel that it becomes more and more each day. Maybe 20 years ago it wasn't in that extent, but now it is. It came to an extent that I'm comfortable what I'm doing. I don't pressure myself to. I don't pressure myself to the extent that I cannot perform.
Okay.